Underwriting services for this program were provided by Papa John's at 4803 Montgomery Road. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza.
We are here at Norwood High School, where the Cincinnati Country Day Indians will be taking on the Norwood Indians. The game just started. I believe Norwood won the tip. Brett Bouchowder passes it to number 1, Lonzo Clark. Lonzo Clark gets it to number 3, Hamp Burling. As Norwood starts set up their offense, they are on a 10-game winning streak. After losing the first game, they are now 10-1 on this 10-game winning streak. They've shown signs of great defense, which is leading to these wins and leading to the points off fast breaks. So that's what we're going to look for tonight from Norwood's offense. Get out and fast break, and that's Brett Bouchowder, who shoots a 3, and the ball is stuck at the top of the hoop. Someone to be looking to come off the bench would be number 5, Paul Warren, as he's shown signs of great defense, which leads to Norwood's offense. Also during this 10-game winning streak, number 10, Brett Bouchowder, has shown some good offense also. Andy Harkins gets it up the court to number 3, Hank Burling. Hank Burling gets to Angelo Clark. He's blocked by number 10, Justin Baker. Number 4 for Cincinnati Country Day goes up for the layup, Blake Atkins, and he misses. Lonzo Clark looks to set the offense up for Norwood. Norwood's just passing the ball around, trying to find the open guy. Lonzo Clark shoots for 3, misses. Rebounded by number 23, Jaquan Waite. Bouchowder tips it, ends up in the hands for Cincinnati Country Day's number 10, Justin Baker. Number 14 takes the drive for Cincinnati Country Day, Trey Smith.
Basket's good by number 4, Blake Atkins.
That basket was good by number 4, Blake Adkins. Lonzo Clark takes it up the court for Norwood, gets it to Brett Bouchowder in the corner. Andy Harkins gets it in for the easy layup. Looks like that was set up by number 10, Brett Bouchowder. Actually, excuse me, number 10, Brett Bouchowder. Norwood's probably going to pick up the foul on number 25, Andy Harkins.
Foul's going to be on Norwood's number 25.
That's going to be Andy Harkins' first team foul. Norwood's first. Excuse me, his first. Norwood's first team foul. Cincinnati Country Day gets it in. Number 14, Trey Smith takes a 3-point shot from the corner. Andy Harkins tries to save it for Norwood, gets it to Cincinnati Country Day's number 10, Justin Baker, who tries to go in for a layup and misses.
Last touch by Country Day. It's going to be Norwood basketball.
Norwood's going to retain or get the possession after the ball went out of bounds. Lonzo Clark gets it to Brett Bouchouter in the corner. He gets it to back to Brett Bouchouter. 3, couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Lonzo Clark. Now they're probably going to come back out and set up their play that they like to run. Harkins for 3, and he gets it to go. Andy Harkins doesn't get too many opportunities to shoot the ball from three-point land, and he shows it right there that he should be getting some more. Number 14 for Cincinnati Country Day is going to get foul called. Trey Smith is probably going to go to the free throw line and shoot some free throws.
Shooting for Country Day, number 14.
Foul's going to be on number 10, Brett Bouchouter, as he picks up his first, team's second. Number 14, Logan Zimmerman is going to be checking in the game. That should provide the Norwood with some more defense and a little bit more offense, as number 3, Hank Burling, comes out. Trey Smith makes his second free throw. Lonzo Clark taking the ball up to court for Norwood. Gets it to Logan Zimmerman. Zimmerman for 3. The ball is getting around. It's going to be rebounded by number 23, Jaquan Waite. Number 4 for Cincinnati Country Day takes a 3, Blake Adkins. Number 23 for Norwood gets the rebound, Elijah Warren Wellington. Lonzo Clark's going to look to set up the offense for Norwood. Hank Burling's looking for his man. Cutting out to the three-point. Andy Harkins gets to the Brett Bouchouter. Lonzo Clark, I think they're going to try to get it inside to Elijah Warren Wellington. That's what I think it's going to be. Ball went out of bounds.
Ball's out of bounds. Last touch by Norwood. It's going to be
34. Nathan Albrink steps on the line. Norwood's going to get possession. Norwood gets it in the Norwood's going to be inbounding it. Number 1, Alonzo Clark's going to be inbounding it for Norwood. Inbound it to Logan Zimmerman. Logan Zimmerman's a good scorer. Throughout the year, he's probably averaged about 7 points a game and he's created dozens of turnovers this season. Look for him to make a big impact as Norwood, as there's 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Andy Harkins gets his second bucket of the night. That's his 5 points tonight. 7 points. He scored all the points for Norwood. Norwood might be going to him tonight. He's shown signs this year that he can score the ball as well. Number 34, Nathan Albrink, misses the shot. Rebound is going to be Jaquan Waite. They get it inside to number 14, Trey Smith. He's going to be going to the line. Let's see what the refs call the foul on.
Trey Smith.
Foul's going to be on Norwood's number 14, Logan Zimmerman. That's his team's first. Team's third.
Number 14.
Trey Smith is going at the line and trying to make the and one, and he does.
Free throw is good.
Score with a minute and a half left to go in the first quarter. Norwood 7, Cincinnati Country Day 6. Bouchouter in the corner gets it to number 12, Jahad Key. Number 14, Trey Smith takes up the court. Gets it to number 10. Number 10 comes up, no basket. It's rebounded by number 23, Jaquan Waite. And the ball eventually goes out of bounds. Last touch day. Hank Burling checks back in the game for Norwood, as well as number 4, Michael George. Norwood inbounds is number 1, Alonzo Clark. Norwood's just passing it around, trying to find the open man. They're probably going to get try to get in the middle, maybe Jihad Key to get an easy layup to extend this 1-point lead. Jihad Key has been in the middle of this entire rotation for Norwood on this possession. There we go. There it is, the easy basket, Jihad Key. Nice play there. They're passing around to free up Jihad Key. Every person looked at Jihad Key before they made the next pass. So you can definitely tell they were looking for him the entire time, entire possession. They finally found him for the easy layup. Number 14, Trey Smith comes up empty on the 3-point basket attempt. Ball's probably going to be out of bounds on Country Day. It's going to be Norwood's possession.
Last touched by Country Day. It's going to be Norwood basketball.
Number 3, Hank Burling's going to be inbounding it for Norwood. Burling gets it to Alonzo Clark. Norwood's going to be running Indian right here. Logan Zimmerman bobbles it. I think that was probably his shot right there anyway.
That's the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter play,
the coaches were yelling to shoot the ball.
Country Day 6.
Norwood just didn't have the sense of time to take the last second shot. They weren't even really in range or way beyond the 3-point arc that time. Each team has definitely been playing really good on defense. Norwood's committed 3 fouls. I think they're going to look to maybe try to slow the foul down and maybe let them have the easy basket so they don't get in foul trouble early right now. Cincinnati Country Day, their strongest point has been on rebounds and causing the opposing team, Norwood, to foul them and get to the line for free throws. I believe they're 2 for 4 right now on free throws. Each team is playing really good on defense and look in the second quarter to maybe step up on that defense and hopefully each team can be this close of a game at halftime. I don't see this game being a blowout yet, but has the potential, all the potential, as Norwood is a little bit more deeper on the bench than Cincinnati Country Day. Paul Warren's coming in the game for Norwood, as long as Alonzo Clark, Hank Burling, Jihad Key, and number 4, Michael George. For Cincinnati Country Day, they got number 23, Jaquan Waite, number 42, Douglas Barnett, number 5, Bryce Flanagan, number 44, Jack Tarek, and number 5, number 5, Bryce Flanagan. So it looks like a whole new setup except for Jaquan Waite for Cincinnati Country Day. Let's see what their bench is capable of. Jaquan Waite couldn't get the basket to go. Looks like number 24 is going to be fouled on the play, Canel Mikas.
We hope you're enjoying Norwood Community Television's coverage of this community event. We'd like to thank Papa John's at 4803 Montgomery Road for supplying pizzas for our all-volunteer production crew. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza.
Minhas couldn't get his first one to go. Be looking to get the easy buckets from the free throw line. As they're shooting 2 for 5 right now, 40% from the free throw line. That's not too good for a team effort. Now they're 2 for 6, 25%. Or 33%.
Foul's going to be on Norwood's number 12, Jihad Key.
Jihad Key picks up his first, team's 5th, and number 44 is at the free throw line. Jack Tarek. Tarek makes both of them, and now they're 4 for 8, shooting 50% now. about a minute into this second quarter. It's going to be Norwood 9, Cincinnati Country Day 8. Lonzo Clark gets it to Hank Burling. Burling gets it to George in the corner. George gets it out to Clark. Clark gets it back to George. George for 3. He's just a tad short and gets his own. Tries to get his own rebound. Last touch by Norwood. Cincinnati Country Day is going to get the ball out of bounds. Jaquan Waite gets it into number 42. Douglas Barnett. Barnett gets it to 44. Jack Tourette. Norwood's getting it up. Looks like Jihad Key didn't see the pass coming. Last touch by Norwood. Ball's inbounded to number 42, Douglas Barnett. Barnett looks like he's going to be trapped in the corner. Number 5 gets the ball, gets it up to, can't see it because the coach is in the way. Eventually, number 24, Canole Mikas finishes it. And that puts Cincinnati Country Day up 10-9, their first lead of the game. Paul Warren's got the ball. Looks like might get it to Jihad Key. The ball is stolen by number 23, Jaquan Waite. Number 5 hits that three-pointer for Cincinnati Country Day. Bryce Flanagan puts Cincinnati Country Day up 13-9. Norwood hasn't scored this quarter as it does. 2 minutes has elapsed in this second quarter. Norwood hasn't shown any sign of offense or defense as they've allowed Cincinnati Country Day to score 7 unanswered points. Cincinnati Country Day is coming out from that the first quarter and definitely putting the scoring on Norwood as they've actually played pretty good defense too. Got racked up 3 steals there in 2 minutes. It's pretty good for defense to lead to higher confidence is the word I was looking for. And that's really shown on the offensive side. Norwood just needs to come out of this timeout as they've taken a full timeout. They come out of timeout looking to score some points and definitely lock down the defenders on defense. If you are just now joining us, Norwood is 10-1 on the season. After losing the first game of the season, they have won 10 in a row for the JV team. Hank Burling is going to inbound it to Lonzo Clark. Lonzo Clark's going to take it up the court. Clark gets it to Warren in the wing. Gets it to Hank Belchad. Brett Belchatter. Lonzo Clark gets it back to Belchatter. Number 5 gets it to number 3, Hank Burling. Belchatter to Clark. Norwood gets it inside to Jihad Key, and he finishes that. Does a nice assist from Lonzo Clark right there. Checking in for the game for Cincinnati Country Day, Trey Smith. Lonzo Key is at the line to try to finish off a 3-point play right here. Jihad Key misses his free throw, rebounded by Paul Warren. Norwood gets it into the corner to Hank Burling. Misses the 3, gets his own rebound, and now it's tied up for Norwood. Definitely a turning events coming out of that timeout. Jaquan Waite gets the easy layup. Norwood's just passing it around. Lonzo Clark gets got the ball. It's Paul Warren. Hank Burling was open over there in the corner. I think he hit, it was too long last time. Oh, they get it in Hank Burling. Easy bucket for Hank Burling. Now it's all tied up at 15. Number 5 ticking it up. Bryce Flanagan for, nice steal by Paul Warren. Warren to Key. Jihad Key for the easy layup. And now coming out of that timeout, Norwood has scored, is on an 8-2 run coming out of that timeout. Maybe CCD, if they don't get something going here, maybe they look to take a timeout next time they have the ball to maybe slow down Norwood. 24 gets it. Oh, nice block from behind by Brett Belchetter.
Foul's going to be on Country Days, number 42.
Since that Country Day is going to
Douglas Barnett, that's his first
has a foul on
team
number
second.
42, Douglas Barnett. That's his first team second. That's a little miscommunication there from Alonzo Clark to Jihad Key as they looked into the middle. 42 passes number 5. Bryce Flanagan is looking for an open man. He's tightly guarded. Now get the double coverage. Nice steal by Brett Shelder. Couldn't hang on. That's a steal taken away by CCD. That's a nice steal by Brett Bouchelder. That's 2 steals for him in 20 seconds. Foul's going to be on CCD's number 5, Bryce Flanagan. That's his first personal, team's third.
Number 14,
Checking in for Norwood, number 14, Logan Zimmerman, and number 23, Elijah Wan Wellington. Clark swings it around to Burling. Batchelder in the corner. Back out to Clark. Clark to Zimmerman. Zimmerman back to Batchelder. Little miscommunication between Batchelder and Burling. The ball's last touched by Norwood. It's going to be Cincinnati Country Day basketball. Checking in for Cincinnati Country Day, number 10, Justin Baker, and number 34, Nathan Albrink. 42 gets it up the court. Cincinnati Country Day. 42, Douglas Barnett is looking for someone to pass the ball to. He gets it to number 10, Justin Baker. Baker to number 14, Trey Smith. A little short, rebounded by Logan Zimmerman to Brett Bouchelder. Couldn't finish the layup. It's probably going to be a foul on number 23, Elijah Wan Wellington. That's Wellington. That's Wellington's first, team 6. So next foul for Norwood is going to get Cincinnati Country Day a 1-and-1 opportunity. But there's only about a minute and a half left to go in this first half. Norwood is up 17-15. That's going to be traveling on number 14, Trey Smith. Norwood's going to get the ball into Alonzo Clark or Logan Zimmerman. They're both down there. Inbounded to Clark, and Clark gives it to Zimmerman to set up the offense. Zimmerman also plays some varsity, so this is probably the only playing time he's going to get. Zimmerman for 3 comes up no good. Rebound looks like it's going to be number 14, Trey Smith. 3-point basket is no good by number 10. Rebound is to Hank Burling. Burling to Brett Bouchelder. It looked like that was a clean block by number 21, but number 21 for CCD is going to get the foul. Kamel
number 21,
Africa.
That's his first personal, team's 4th. At the line, shooting for Norwood, number 10, Brett Batchelder.
Brett Bouchelder is going to be taking the free throws for Norwood. He hits his first free throw. Substitution for Norwood, number 4, Michael George.
Number 4, Michael George.
Substitution for Norwood, number 12, Jihad Key. Well, that's probably the last playing time that Logan Zimmerman was going to get for the whole game. Probably he's played two quarters. That way he'll have 3 quarters for the varsity game. As there's 48 seconds left, Batchelder just hit his second free throw, put Norwood up 19-15. And since that timeout they took earlier, Norwood is on a 10-2 run. Batchelder gets it up. Layup is good by Brett Batchelder. That's his 4th point of the game, as Norwood's really shared the ball between 4 players. Key, Elijah Wellington, Brett Batchelder, Logan Zimmerman, I think, had a basket, and then the highest scoring player of the game is Andy Harkins. As Cincinnati Country Day take a 30-second timeout, they're probably going to be looking to stop Norwood, their offensive game right now, and Norwood's probably just going to be, play that good defense. You have about 40 seconds left to go in this first half. If you give up 2 points, that's good. Get back on offense and go get the bucket back, and you should be good going into halftime, 23-17. But let's see what happens with 22.5 seconds left. Maybe Cincinnati Country Day holds out for the 1 shot. Never know. CCD gets it into 14. Trey Smith looks to drive the basket. It's no good. Rebounded by Michael George. Michael George has Jihad Key. Elijah Wellington gets the Jihad Key. Basket is no good by Paul Warren. They're trying to get the rebound. Last shot. Batchelder takes a 3. No good. A little short. Going to halftime. It is 21 Norwood. Norwood 21. Cincinnati Country Day 15. As Norwood's going into halftime, they have pretty proud of themselves that they finished the half on a 12-2 run. Halftime. Norwood Indians versus the Cincinnati Country Day Indians. Norwood gets the ball into Lonzo Clark, who gets it to Jihad Keith, who gets it to Brett Batchelder from Norwood. Norwood gets it back to Lonzo Clark to Hank Burling, who gets it to Brett Batchelder, who gets trapped from the side. It's going to be jump ball, and it's going to be Cincinnati Country Day's basketball.
Give it to Country Day.
Cincinnati Country Day gets it into number 4, Blake Adkins, who gets it to number 23,
Basket's good by number 23, Jaquan Wade.
All right, back. Number 4, Blake Adkins gets it to number 10.
3 by number 10,
Justin Baker gets a 3-point basket, assisted by number 4, Blake Adkins. Brett Batchelder drives to the basket, finds Elijah Wellington, who misses the layup, rebounded by Lonzo Park. Brett Batchelder gets it, floater's no good. Rebounded by Elijah Wellington, back to Brett Batchelder for 3. Basket is no good, rebounded by Lonzo Clark. I think they might be calling jump ball. Nope, it's going to be a foul on Cincinnati Country Days number 34.
Foul's going to be on Country Days number
Nathan
34.
Albrink.
Nathan Albrink, that's his first.
That's his first, team's first. Norwood inbounds it to Brett Batchelder, who gets it to Lonzo Clark. Clark gets it to Hank Burling. Burling to Elijah Wellington to Clark. Stolen by Jaquan Waite for Cincinnati Country Day. Country Day is on a 5-0 run. Number 4 for Cincinnati Country Day, Blake Adkins gets the basket to go. And Cincinnati Country Day takes the first lead of the second half, 22-21. Norwood gets to Hank Burling. Hank Burling back to Brett Bouchowder. To Hank Burling to Lonzo Clark. Back to Brett Bouchowder. Hank Burling to number 12, Jihad Key, who misses it, who's rebounded by number 23, Jaquan Waite. The ball is taken up the court for Cincinnati Country Day by number 4, Blake Adkins. Drives, gets it to number 34, Nathan Albrecht. Timeout for Norwood. It's probably going to be a 30-second timeout just to regroup the defense.
This is going to be a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout, officially 30-second timeout taken by Norwood. Norwood's going to go to this timeout and just regroup the defense and maybe talk a little bit about offense, but definitely talk about the defense as they've allowed a 9-0 run right now. So definitely try to talk about that offense. Cincinnati Country Day going to the timeout saying, you're doing a great job. Just keep it going. Maybe he might be drawing up a play. He might be saying, you know, go out there and continue to get points on offense. Doing a great job on defense as far as we've seen in the second half, as we are almost 3 minutes into the second half. Hank Burling is going to throw it in for Norwood. Gets it to Alonzo Clark, who's going to take it up the court for Norwood. As I said earlier, Logan Zimmerman is going to be playing varsity. I guess he's going to be playing one less quarter as he gets into this second half. Brett Bouchowder gets to Alonzo Clark to Logan Zimmerman. Back to Clark, back to Zimmerman for 3. He's tad off, rebounded by number 24, Mihas. Number 4, Blake Adkins gets it to number 23, Jaquan Waite. Jaquan Waite to number 10, Justin Baker. No good for 3. Brett Bouchowder gets it to Jihad Key to Hank Burling. Burling to Zimmerman. Back to Brett Bouchowder. Bouchowder's shot is no good. Rebounded by number 10. Oh, it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Norwood's possession.
Possession arrow will give it to Norwood.
Inbounding it for Norwood is going to be number 1, Lonzo Clark. He's probably going to look for Hank Burling. Inbounding it here. Oh, the cutter. Logan Zimmerman might try to shoot. Might have been initially drawn up that way. Try to catch and shoot in the corner for 3. Clark is going to look to set up the offense. Gets it to Brett Bouchowder. Fakes his man. Gets it back to Lonzo Clark. Logan Zimmerman is running the offense. Clark from the corner. Going to take it back out to the top of the key. Top of the arc, excuse me. Alonzo Clark drives, is stolen by Jaquan Waite. Jaquan Waite gets it to Blake Adams, who's taking it up. Blake Adkins, excuse me. Stolen. Oh, it could have been stolen if he retained possession by Alonzo Clark. But it's a good sign right there as they're playing better defense than they started the half out, the second half. You're just now joining us. It's Norwood Indians 21, CCD 24. Brett Bouchowder passes in to Lonzo Clark. Lonzo Clark looking to drive. He might have traveled on that one, but there's probably going to be a foul on number 4, Blake Adkins. That's going to be his first team second.
Blake Adkins, that's his first personal team's second.
Oh, he's probably going to try to get it into Logan Zimmerman. They do. Zimmerman, the Bouchowder. Lonzo Clark with the ball to Hank Burling. Oh, it's stolen by number 24, but went out of bounds.
Ball's
No,
out of bounds.
Mijas.
Last touched by Country Day. It's going to remain Norwood basketball.
Hank Burling inbounds it to number 23, Elijah Wellington. Logan Zimmerman for three. He's just not been on his game tonight. Batchelder gets the layup. Back to Logan Zimmerman. He's just been off tonight for three. He's normally way better than this. And maybe it's just a cold spell. Hopefully he can get it going. CCD gets it to number 23, Jaquan Waite. Jaquan Waite drives, or excuse me, Kuno Mijas drives. Missed. Rebounded by Lonzo Clark. Stolen by number 23, Jaquan Waite. Jaquan Waite takes it up. Gets it to number 10. Number 10 drives and pulls up for the jump shot. Justin Baker, rebounded by number 14, Logan Zimmerman. Lonzo Clark looks to drive, loses the ball. It's recovered by Logan Zimmerman. Three stolen by number 34, Nathan Albrink. Slater knocked away by Jihad Key. I think there's going to be a foul on Norwood's number 10, Brett Bouchard.
Norwood's number 10.
That's his second.
That's his second personal
Team's
foul.
first of the half. Checking in for Norwood, number 11,
Antonio Garnett.
Antonio Garnett. As you can see on your screen, that Antonio Garnett is wearing a varsity jersey, so he might be limited. Actually, he hasn't played the first half, so he might play both quarters here in the second half to provide some extra help on defense for Norwood. Number 10, Justin Baker's shot is off. This foul going to be on Norwood. Might be on number 12, Jihad Key. That's his second, team second. Shooting free throws for CC Day, number 24, Kunal Mijas.
Number 24, Kunal Minhouse.
Minhouse, free throw is good.
By Minhouse. Checking in for Norwood.
Checking in for Norwood, number 23, Elijah Wellington. CCD is up by 2 right now. Mijas is about to shoot his second of 2 free throws. And he doesn't get it to go. Elijah Wellington, who just subbed in, gets the rebound. Antonio Garnett's going to take it up for Norwood. Gets it in the corner to Brett Bouchard, who gets it to Hank Burling. Burling gets it back to Bouchard. Gets to Garnett. Garnett to Zimmerman. To Hank Burling. To Zimmerman. To Bouchard. Fakes his man, gets it to Antonio Garnett, fakes his man. Stolen by number 4, Blake Adkins. Basket is good by Blake Adkins. It's a nice steal and the fast break points. Norwood's Antonio Garnett looking to set it up, gets it to Zimmerman, gets it to Burling. Burling to Zimmerman to Batchelder for 3. 3-point basket is no good. It's going to be rebounded by number 11, Antonio Garnett. Garnett to Hank Burling, who gets fouled by number 34, Nathan Albrink. That's going to be Nathan Albrink's third?
Country Days, number 34.
Maybe? Second. Team's third. Hank Burling is at the shooting free throws as Hank Burling. Paul Warren is going to check in for Norwood. Free throw is no good by Hank Burling. There's 7 seconds left to go in this third quarter as Hank Burling shooting his second free throw for Norwood. He gets the second free throw to go. So Cincinnati Country Day is going to try to definitely play it fast. They get out in offense. He's definitely going to be fouled by number 11, Antonio Garnett. That was a good foul right there, sending number 5, Bryce Flanagan, to the free throw line.
Number 11, Antonio Garnett. That's his first personal foul, team's third.
Now, even if they miss the second one, I don't even see Norwood getting a shot off. Maybe it's going to be at half court, but definitely not anywhere that they'll have a chance making this. So basically looking at the last shots of the third quarter, Flanagan makes his first free throw, putting CCD up 28-24 over Norwood right now. Flanagan makes his
Free throw
second.
is good by Flanagan.
Antonio Garnett shoots half-court shot and almost went in.
That's the end of the third quarter.
After
Your
the
score
third
after 3 quarters of
quarter,
play,
Norwood 24,
24,
Cincinnati Country Day
29.
29. As Norwood's going into their huddle, they've only scored 3 points in the third quarter. I think you've seen something like this earlier in the game where they only scored 3 points coming out of the a timeout that Cincinnati Country Day took earlier in the game when they were down 13-9. I think you might want to see if the coach does the same thing, talking to his team that he did then, because they're definitely going to need it going into the end of this third quarter, the start of the fourth quarter, and definitely want to see if they come out with a different offensive mind, as they've only scored 3 points in the third quarter. They haven't been playing too good defense either. They've allowed 14 points, a 14-3 run for CCD in the entire third quarter. So you're going to look to CCD, keep doing what you're doing. Norwood, come out and play way better game than what you've been playing, and definitely get the offensive game going.
We hope you're enjoying Norwood Community Television's coverage of this community event. We'd like to thank Papa John's at 4803 Montgomery Road for supplying pizzas for our all-volunteer production crew. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. If you're interested in joining our crew, call Norwood Community Television at 513-924-2951.
Number 42 is in the game for CCD, who is Douglas Barnett. Gets the ball stolen by Hank Burling. This could be good for Norwood. Hank Burling gets the basket. Now it's 29-26. Strong start for Norwood. Looks like they're gonna play a little trap. 30-second timeout taken by Cincinnati Country Day, as they've been pressed coming out of the start of the fourth quarter. And Norwood's coach, this is what we talked about. Norwood's coach is probably saying to his team, this is what we talked about starting the fourth quarter. Cincinnati Country Day probably trying to draw up something to stop the fast break or the full court press that Norwood is showing here to start the the fourth quarter in. Looks like number 4, Blake Atkins, is going to throw it in for Cincinnati Country Day. Atkins is going to get it into number 23, Jaquan Waite. Jaquan Waite's going to take it up and get it into the half court so they can run their offense. CCD steps on the line, so it's going to give Norwood the basketball. This could be a real game changer right here. This possession with 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter could lead Norwood to victory tonight. They've got all the momentum right now. They just need to lead it to the buckets. Lonzo Clark gets to Andy Harkins in the corner. Paul Warren gets it to Hank Burling. Burling to Bouchudder to number 1, Lonzo Clark for 3, misses it. It's rebounded by Jaquan Waite. This entire night, definitely CCD has been good off the boards and getting the rebounds. Number 5, Bryce Flanagan gets 44. Jack Turek misses the layup. It's going to be rebounded by someone. Eventually rebounded by number 25, Andy Harkins. He gets it to Lonzo Clark, but can't hold on to the ball.
Ball's out of bounds. And last touch by Norwood, it's going to be Country Day basketball.
Norwood's had the opportunities to get this game tied up or even take the lead, as CCD hasn't really had that too good of a start, as we're about 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. 5 minutes left of the game. Number 4, Blake Atkins. Looks like he walked before he got fouled, but Blake Atkins gets fouled by number 1. Norwood's number 1, Lonzo Clark. That's his first, team's 4th foul.
We laid it out because that was 13, though. I thought that was it. Corner!
Adkins gets it into number 5, Bryce Flanagan, and gets it back to number 4, Blake Adkins. Jaquan Waite gets the rebound of the miss. Jaquan Waite gets it back out to Flanagan. Flanagan to number 42, Douglas Barnett. Barnett to Waite. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Alonzo Clark. Definitely push it here on offense. Oh, they're going to slow it down, maybe run a play to definitely get an easy bucket. Hank Burling for 3. Doesn't get it to go. Ooh. It's going to be a hard foul on Paul Warren. That's his first, or excuse me, second, team's 5th.
Personal foul, team's 5th.
Norwood's not looking too good into the, got about 2 fouls to go to get CCD into 1-and-1. Jaquan Waite takes it up for CCD. Close defense by Hank Burling. Brett Boucher playing tight defense, gets it back out to Jaquan Waite. Jaquan Waite for the 3-point basket. That could be a momentum boost for Cincinnati Country Day, as they're going to take the 6-point lead now, 32-26. Hank Burling can't get it to go. Rebounded by number 44, Jack Turek. Gets it to Blake Adkins, who's going to take it up the court. Flanagan takes the 3-point basket, back-to-back.
By number 5, Bryce Flanagan.
Second basket in a row, 3-point basket for Cincinnati Country Day, and Norwood's definitely going to be looking to play the tight defense. As Cincinnati Country Day has definitely been coming off the screen to get the 3-point basket to go in these last 2 possessions. Norwood's definitely going to take this full timeout to maybe get a rest. Players, it looks like Jihad Key's going to check in for Norwood. Another big guy coming in. It looks like Elijah Juan Wellington's going to come in as well. They're going to try to play it big. Here at for Norwood. Cincinnati Country Day is just going to be running their offense that they've been playing this entire second half. They come out this second half on a roll. They're on a 20-5 run right now in the second half. And a real momentum boost for them. They've definitely stunned Norwood. Norwood's 10-game winning streak will come to an end right here at home. It's not something you want to do, but it all happens. Jihad Key's going to inbound it to Alonzo Clark after the timeout. Alonzo Clark's going to look up to set the offense. Logan Zimmerman gets it to Hank Burling. Burling gets it to Alonzo Clark. Logan Zimmerman to Clark. Clark to Burling. Burling to Zimmerman. There looks like they're probably going to try to get it to maybe Elijah Juan Wellington, who's been playing the middle of this entire rotation. 3-point basket is no good by Logan Zimmerman, who hasn't hit a 3-pointer this entire game. A charge on number 42, Douglas Barnett. That's his second, team's 4th. Jihad Key takes it inside. It looks like he's probably going to be fouled, but maybe 42. Oh, excuse me, 4-4, Jack Turek. That's his first, team's 5th.
Jack Tarek. That's his first.
Sending Jihad Key to the line, shooting 2 for Norwood.
12, Jihad Key.
Free throw is no good by Key. If you're just now joining us late in the game, it's 4th quarter. There's 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. CCD's been on a roll, and Norwood's been cold on offense as Jihad Key can't get the second of 2 free throws to go down. The score is Cincinnati Country Day is 35, Norwood 26. Definitely Norwood needs to. They can come back in this game. They've scored points very quickly in the games this year, so they definitely could come back. They just need to start with this defense that they're playing right now. But I think that's going to be on number 12, Jihad Key. That's going to be Jihad Key's 3rd. team 6.
Foul's going to be on Norwood's number 12, Jihad Key. That's his third personal foul, team's 6.
Blake Adkins is going to throw it in for Cincinnati Country Day. Probably going to get it to number 5, Flanagan. They do get it to number 5, Bryce Flanagan. Flanagan to number 23, Jaquan Waite. CCD, I see CCD to run some time off the clock. They get it to number 42. And it's going to be number 23, Elijah Wellington's second foul, team 7. So next foul, no matter what it is going to be a 1-and-1 or at least 1-and-1.
Shooting for Country Day, number 42, Douglas Barnett.
Douglas Barnett's going to be shooting free throws for Cincinnati Country Day.
Checking
Number
in for
25,
Norwood,
Andy Harkins, and number 10, excuse me, 25,
Brett
Andy Harkins, and number 10, Brett Bouchowder is going to check in for Norwood. Number 12, Jihad Key, and number 23, Elijah Wellington is going to come out of the game. Andy Harkins gets the rebound, gets it to Brett Bouchowder. Foul's going to be on number 42, Douglas Barnett. That's his third, team 6. Subbing in for Cincinnati Country Day, number 10, Justin Baker. Number 21, Kamal Apatira. And number 24, Kanal Minhas. Brett Bouchowder gets the open three-point basket to go. Just like I said earlier, they can definitely get points to go pretty fast. Now they're only down by 6. Maybe look to play some hard defense right here. Maybe some tight defense to get a steal. Maybe an easy fast break. Oh, there you go. Brett Bouchowder gets it to Andy Harkins. Harkins drives to the basket, is definitely fouled on that one. He's going to get to the line. Norwood's down 6. They can decrease the lead to 4 after these free throws.
Foul's going to be on Country Day's number 23.
Free throw is going to be on number 23, Jaquan Waite. That's his second, team 7. If Norwood gets these 2 free throws to go down, look for the freaking crowd to go wild. Excuse me, look for the crowd to go wild. Definitely.
Checking in for Country Day, number
Checking
4.
in for Cincinnati Country Day, number 4,
Adkins.
Blake Adkins. Andy Harkins gets his first free throw to go. Norwood 30, Cincinnati Country Day 35. Andy Harkins doesn't get the second one to go. It's rebounded by number 23, Jaquan Waite. Foul's going to be on Alonzo Clark.
That's his second,
team's 8th. It's going to be 1-and-1 for probably number 23 or 24. We'll see who goes. 24, Kanal Minhouse.
1-and-1 for Country Day, number 24, Kanal Minhouse.
Minhouse can't get the free throw to go. Burley gets the rebound, gets it to Brett Bouchowder. Lonzo Clark gets it to Logan Zimmerman. To Clark, to Bouchowder, to Burling. Burling with the miss. Harkins with the rebound. Oh, it's stolen by number 4, Blake Adkins. 2 minutes left. It's a 5-point game. Norwood's 10-game winning streak is on the line. They are 10-1 on the season. The crowd goes wild after Norwood causes a turnover, causes Cincinnati Country Day to get the ball to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Norwood's possession on the sideline. Burling gets it into Clark. Clark gets it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman to Burling. Burling to Clark to Bouchowder. Bouchowder gets it blocked by number 21, Kamal Apatira. Kamal Minhouse gets the basket to go, and now Norwood is down 7 with 1:20 left. Clark gets it up. Maybe he's going to drive to try to get the easy basket. It's stolen by Kanal Minhouse. Minhouse gets the second basket to go, and he's probably going to be fouled by number 10, Brett Bouchowder. This is his 3rd foul
Basket's good by
of the game.
number 24, Kanal Minhouse. Foul's going to be on Norwood's number 10, Brett Batchelder. That's his third
Substitution
personal,
for
team's
Cincinnati
9.
Country Day, number
At the line, shooting
34,
bonus shot for
Nathan
Country Day,
Albrink.
Number 24, Kunal Minhouse.
Kunal Minhouse is at the line. Trying to put Cincinnati Country Day up 10. Free throw is good by
Free throw
Minhouse.
is good by Minhouse.
Now, Cincinnati Country Day is up 10. Logan Zimmerman can't get the three-point basket to go. It's going to be rebounded by number 44, 34, Nathan Albrink.
Foul's going to be on Norwood's number 25.
Foul's going to be on number 25,
Andy Harkins.
Andy Harkins.
That's his second personal.
That's his second personal
Team's
team.
10th at the line, shooting for
10th.
Country Day, number 34.
At the free throw line for Cincinnati Country Day, number 34, Nathan Albrink. Albrink has 2 points in the game. He gets his third point right there on the free throw.
Is good by
And this game is a little bit out of reach for Norwood as we're going into the last 1 minute of the game. There's a lot that can be learned today for Norwood. Definitely, next game, Logan Zimmerman needs to shoot less threes. And or maybe if he gets going, get him the ball more. But Logan Zimmerman's high quantity
Foul's going to be on Norwood's number 10,
three-point
Brett
shots
Batchelder. That's his fourth personal.
have led to missed opportunities for Norwood. But I mean, if you have a three-point shooter on the team, he's going to have good days
The line,
and bad
shooting
days,
for
and
Country Day,
it's been a bad day
number
for
4.
him. So I mean, you can't just eliminate him out of the
Atkins.
offense, but maybe shoot some threes in practice. And Norwood's defense hasn't been there tonight. Definitely work on that next game. And number 4, Blake Adkins is at the line for Cincinnati Country Day. Adkins has 6 points in the game. Norwood's number 10, Brett Bouchard, picked up his 4th foul. Atkins gets the second free throw to go.
Is good by
It's a 12-point game. 30-second timeout taken by Norwood.
Timeout, Norwood. This is
Probably just going to be
30-second
to finish this game on a high note, and maybe this energy will carry over into the next game. But 12 points and about 50 seconds left to go in this game is just too many points, too little time. So Norwood's going to get their first loss in 10 games, and Cincinnati Country Day has played a heck of a game, and going to pick up the win over a really good Norwood team. This Norwood team, they had a tournament play, would probably go pretty, maybe a couple games into the tournament at least. As over the season, they've played really good defense, and at times played really good offense. Most of the time, pretty good offense and defense. And it's pretty nice when you can get the both offense and defense to go, because they definitely both lead into each other. They both play a big part. You score points, you're going to play better on defense just naturally. You're more confident about yourself. You got more energy, more momentum. And the same way with defense. If you're playing good defense, that defense fast breaks lead to points. And the foul is probably going to be on number 3, Hank Burling. Oh, it's going to be on Jaquan Waite. That's his team's 8th. Go back to what I was saying. Playing good defense gives you more confidence, gives you more momentum, and defense also leads to the fast breaks, which is usually you're playing like maybe a 3-on-2 or a 2-on-1. So you definitely got the numbers going into the fast break, which leads to easier baskets. Hank Burling is shooting free throws for Norwood in a 1-and-1 bonus situation. Hank Burling gets the first free throw. He gets his 8th point tonight, and Norwood's definitely shown that they can share the ball, as they've had almost 3 players in double digits tonight, with Andy Harkins with 8, Brett Bouchard with 9, and Hank Burling with 9. Checking in for Norwood, number 12, Jahad Key, and Elijah Wellington. Number 4, Blake Adkins, is going to throw it in for Cincinnati Country Day. It's going to be, it's going to be a timeout. It's probably going to be a 30-second timeout and draw up a play to get it
Timeout, Country Day. This is going to be a full timeout.
Excuse me, it's going to be a full timeout. Definitely is going to draw up a play right here to definitely inbound the ball, but he's probably just going to get his team rallied up to end this on a high note. And Norwood definitely going out and try to play defense as they're going to try to stop Cincinnati Country Day on this possession and maybe get another basket and only cut the deficit to 8 points.
One shot for $1. Make it and you get $2 back. Help support
you're just now joining us here late in the game.
New coach, Tracy Ward.
If you're just now joining us, Cincinnati Country Day definitely took control in the second half. They're on a 27-10 run, which really helped them open up the game for them. Norwood's key takeaways is it's just a bad game for you. Go in the next game, keep playing the good defense and good offense that you've been playing this entire season, especially on this 10-game winning streak. Cincinnati Country Day just plays like a cherry pick play where they have a person to sprint the floor. Jaquan Waite gets the basket to go. Rhett Bouchshutter takes a 3. Comes up empty. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Norwood's possession with 18 seconds left. Definitely Norwood just goes into the next game, play with high energy. Usually when you play with high energy, you get better confidence and more momentum go towards your way. Alonzo Clark with the shot. No good by Alonzo Clark. Jihad Key comes up with the basket, but rebound, but he travels.
Scoreboard, it's going to be Country Day basketball.
Blake Adkins gets it in. He's just going to dribble it up and finish the game. And at the end of this one, Norwood 32, Cincinnati Country Day 44. Like I've been saying the last 1 minute, Norwood just go to the next game, play with the high energy, leads to better confidence. Just keep doing what you're doing in the season on this 10-game winning streak. This win for Cincinnati Country Day should provide some confidence going into the next game as they beat Norwood by 12 tonight. And if you've been watching this whole game, have a good evening.
Underwriting services for this program were provided by Papa John's at 4803 Montgomery Road. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza.